So somebody just asked me if I've ever tried a big chop. First of all, I know what that is, so yeah. The wild watches. I'm sorry, I've never tried a big chop because I don't know what that is. So basically, I have these. These are kales. I have been trying to find kales in this country. So finally, I found them. This was the size they were selling them in, and yeah, they cost pretty much something. Okay, so first of all, since I don't want them to turn yellow like they are turning, I'm just gonna chop them, fry them, and then cook them in a traditional way that we do in Kenya. So basically that's just frying and then adding some milk into it, and then you can just now take it from the fridge, a small portion, and just warm it and eat it. It's very tasty. It's like aging. We age food mostly. Sometimes we do meat or veggies, yeah, but with milk. So I'm gonna just cut these. I'm gonna wash them, cut them, separate them with the sticks, yeah, and then I can move on to what's for dinner. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do this like that. I hope they taste as good as they do in Kenya. Yeah, so you're also supposed to keep this the stem. You're not supposed to like chop all of it. You can just take it from that short stem. Yeah, it's actually very healthy. Yeah, so first I'm gonna finish up with these, then we can continue to make dinner. I have a very small counter, so apologies for those that are falling. I also don't know why veggies here are like colored or purple or like the spinach. Yeah, I also got spinach. I did just get kale. It's like the universe had me question myself, like, where are the kales? Where are the veggies? And that day when we went to the supermarket, they were literally both there. And I was like, what? So the longer it stays in the fridge, it turns yellow, and that's just a plant thing. I think you guys know that. So this is how we prevent them from spoiling in Africa, like the way we have so much veggies. And yes, these are the spinach. You see, they look pinkish, purplish somehow. And these are the big leaf spinach that I wanted. And look at how big they are. Oh my God, somebody would say this is not even spinach. But yeah, it is spinach. So I'm just gonna chop all of it like this. I mean, I was tired of eating the tiny leaf spinach because they tasted somewhat bad to me, and like maybe I wasn't just used to it, but either way I didn't like it. So I was really trying to find this mature kind of spinach, and let's just hope this is how they look and like it doesn't affect their taste. Plus, if I put the milk in, I'm sure it's gonna be great. So either way, I'm good. Yeah, so that's it. We're done with the chopping. So I'm just gonna wash these. Okay. So like if you are concerned like all the veggies that you bought maybe are not that clean, you can add some drop of white vinegar. It's good to remove like maybe plant insects, something like that, sorry. Yeah, but like these ones look very decent to me, so I don't think I need vinegar. Though they had like some color from the farm, like soil, so yeah, apart from that, I think they're okay. Megan, hi. And Moelia, hi. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, so I've submerged them in water. I've done the first rinse. Now this is the second rinse. And that's it. The water is now cleaner than the first one. So that's how we know they're clean. So from here, we're going to proceed with the chopping. Yeah, so this is them, very clean after the wash. Yeah, so I'm going to be cutting them, not like the way we cut them in Kenya, like tiny, thin sliced. I'm just gonna make like a big chunky chopping. Yeah, and I think I should do. Just gonna do that and turn them because they're going to cook for a long time. No, not for a long time, but they're gonna be kept in the milk. Every day you have to warm them. Every day you have to warm them, and then they get used to the milk. It's a very, very tasty way of making veggies. I don't think a lot of people are known to that, unless maybe you're from Africa and you know about it. Yeah, so it's like aging a vegetable. You're aging it. It was more of preserving food that became like a way of cooking. So I'm just gonna dump these in here, the ones that I've chopped. Yeah, and then let's move on to this other bunch. So if I was like cutting like the way we do for daily veg, I would cut very thinly and they would be like very stringy. Yes, it's very lovely. Maybe one day I can do that and you guys can see. But for now, because I'm gonna age the veg, it's going to be soft. It doesn't matter how I cut it, especially if I cut it in like small thin strings. It might end up looking more of a soup. It's going to be like too soft, too muddled up together. So we don't want that. You see how the sizes look like? It's like chunky chopped. Yeah. Okay, so from here, if you're aging your veg, you don't have to like fry it with tomatoes, but also sometimes you don't have to fry it at all. Yeah, so like in Africa, we used to like, when I grew up, I saw old ladies, my grandma, they would just chop the veggie, put it in a pot, boil it, then every day you warm it and you add milk to it. You warm it and you add milk to it. It is the most tastiest thing on the planet. Like, there was no need for cooking oil and all that stuff, and well, now things have changed and people are using oil, so we have to move with the times. So now from here, I'm just going to fry it just to give it the aroma, and then every single day I'll be adding milk into it, but I already have the milk ready, so I'm gonna fry it and add some milk from today. But like I said, this is not the meal for today. So let's turn off the stove and start heating our pot. What do we have here? Okay, yeah, so basically I don't know how much it's going to shrink or how much it won't shrink, so I'm going to just use this big pot to be safe. So basically I also don't like frying my veggies with tomatoes and onions. I don't. Sometimes I just feel like it's a waste of stuff. And like when you used to be economical with your stuff and you want to save some money, you can literally just fry it with onions and oil. I literally fry my veggies with onions and oil. Literally. Like that's all. A lot of people have to add tomatoes and onions and all that. Oh yeah, and this is coriander. So my coriander, which cost me a lot of money, cannot also survive for a long time. So I need to add some of it to the veg, which also brings the aroma to it. And yeah, it is something that I usually do. Like I compensate for the tomatoes and everything else with the aroma from the coriander. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take a small chunk of this. I'm gonna take some bit more, especially like the parts that are trying to turn yellow. Oh my god, like the day I found all these 3 veggies, I was like, oh, the Lord is here. The Lord is in this story. Yeah, so I'm just gonna rinse this and cut them. Even when I was cooking this, I didn't really believe it was going to give the aroma, and it did. Like, that is how skeptical I was. I wasn't sure if it was really coriander, the coriander that I expected, and then it was actually the coriander. I was just a bit skeptical, and well, you can't blame me. I really tried finding them before and I couldn't. So I hope I keep finding them every day. So if I go there. So in Africa, every day we have fresh veggies, and I don't want to say like people take it for granted, but a lot of people think that because you eat veggies every day, you're poor and you can't afford anything else. But moving here has shown me that veggies are the most expensive thing to actually find. And like, we used to eat fresh veggies every day, and well, now that I look back, I see how hard it is on this other side of the world to actually find vegetables, fresh, organic veggies. So I am actually feeling like we were blessed, even though we thought like, yeah, we are poor, we can only afford to eat veggies and stuff like this. But like, well, a lot of people say you can't afford fresh farm foods here because it's expensive, blah 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 blah. But it's the opposite in Africa. It's literally what poor people eat, veggies. Yeah, so it's nice to actually realize that we were wrong. Oh yeah, I wanted to utilize these because to me they are still veggies and I didn't want to throw them out. I'm sorry if somebody doesn't like them, but sorry, I need them now that I'm making the other veg that goes well with this. The kales, I feel like they are from the same group. Just gonna rinse them up and dump them in there. So my oil is getting ready and angry. I'm getting they're going to soak up nicely with the oil and everything and the milk. Yeah. So there we go. I'll put some more here. Then next thing we do is chop the onions. And that is how I test if my oil is ready. Just going. Okay. So I just need them to like turn brown for some of them, and I have seen like a lot of them have already done that, and I don't want them to burn. And just like that, it's done. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know how the quantity of this, if it was gonna fit in another pot, so I was just being safe and using this huge pot. And true to my word, it has almost tried to surpass the pot. So great, it's great that I picked a big one. Otherwise, I would be changing it to a different one. Realizing that I found kale and spinach, like mature kales and spinach in this country, makes me want to cry, honestly, because I was really trying to get veggies that are something that I'm used to, that I can cook the way I like, and I wasn't finding any. I kept finding like baby spinach, and when you cook baby spinach, it has this greasy taste on your teeth, and it sucks. It actually sucks. I hate to say it, but it sucks. You know, and I don't think baby spinach is supposed to be cooked, because a lot of people just drop it in there in the salad. And like, I'm like, no, I can't chew on that. You know? So being able to find this and actually cooking it and smelling how it's cooking just makes me want to cry. My Sheila. Yeah, so I'm going to cover it up so that it can soften, because it has a lot of juice of its own. Yes, and with that said, let's move on to the next item on the menu. This is not on the menu, but okay. Not on the menu for today, but it's on the menu for another day. So I'm going to move on to the next item that I need to cook today, which is drum roll, please. Just kidding. So I'm gonna put on the rice on the pot, because today we're cooking. Anybody wants to guess? Anyway, let me know what you think we're cooking. So in the meantime, let me do my thing. Okay. That way. That one. So let's get let's get a pot. Let's get a pot. Oh no. My Sheila. Oh no, my Sheila. Oh no. Yeah, so realize it's better on that side. Let's add some oil into the pot. Oh no, my Sheila. Oh no. Okay, the next thing is we'll measure our rice and we pour the water accordingly. But before that, let's do the water, because the pot might start to heat up. We don't want that, do we? No. Anyway guys, while you watch, please hit on that subscribe button. I'm really trying to grow my channel and be able to make this live stream entertaining. Yes, this live stream entertaining, meal preparation live streams. So yeah, please just keep on subscribing, keep on liking the video, so that YouTube can send us the traffic that we need. Yeah, so like I've been saying every time, a lot of people struggle with making rice. So if you're making rice, I love the smell of the veggies. So if you're making rice, if you're making rice and you're measuring the rice with a certain container, it might be a cup, it might be a glass. If you're struggling with how to cook rice and it always comes out not cooked, crunchy, bumpy, whatever you want to call it, just whatever you've used to measure the rice, you should double the water per the container that you use to measure. So let's say, for example, I used this glass to measure, right? So I just put 4 glasses of water. So let's say, for example, I use this specific glass to measure rice and I did like 1 glass of rice. I'm going to put 2 glasses of water for every rice that I did. Yeah, your rice will cook nicely. And if you're like skeptical, wash it after, like put the 2 glasses and then maybe add like a quarter, or but not full, like a quarter somewhere down here, just in case, you know. And wash your rice and put it in the pan before the water starts to boil. So I already put 4 glasses. I'm just gonna add like a quarter for the just in case. Yep. And yeah, we have it. So this glass is equivalent to the cup that I'm supposed to use to measure the rice. So that's why I'm gonna do 2 cups, because I did 4 glasses of water. So I'm gonna do 2 cups. Okay, there we go. And like immediately I finish, I just rinse it off and I put it in. I put it in the water. I don't wait for it necessarily to boil. It doesn't have to boil. So I think that also saves a lot of time, and it covers up for the part where you need to soak the rice. Because actually soaked rice is very messy to cook, and I totally avoid it. Yeah. So this is the easiest way I make it. I just put the water, boil it, done. No, measure the water, don't boil it, done. Okay, so, you guys, I love the smell of this veggie. It's just reminding me of home. I never really thought I would miss kales like this. Like, what? Anybody watching me right now from Kenya? This is sukuma wiki, man. This is sukuma wiki. And like, guys, you have no idea how hard it is to find sukuma wiki here. And like, before we even get into the pricing, finding it already is hard. Okay, so basically, my coriander, dania, I bought this for like almost 100 Kenya shillings, almost. And you don't want to know about the veggies because you will cry. You will absolutely cry. Yeah. So I just remembered I haven't added the salt that I wanted to add to the rice water, and I'm going to add some salt. Also, I use this thing for stirring to just melt the salt instantly, so I don't have to wait and stir to find out if it's tasty or not. I just mix it immediately and get over with it. Yep, the salt is fine. Yep. So let's add the rice. I'm just gonna pour out some water that I've washed it with. Anybody wants to guess what we are making for dinner tonight? I mean, you've already seen the rice, but like, what is the protein? What is it? What did I do? Okay, so I've washed it, separated the water. I'm just gonna add it. I don't wanna keep fussing about this veg, but the smell is just, it's making me happy. I would just smell it for life. Like, what? Yeah. Like, what do you mean I found scuba with you? What do you mean? So I don't know if it's working anymore. I'm not sure anymore. So I'm just gonna be here. It's connecting, disconnecting, connecting, disconnecting. Yeah, I'm sorry, like it keeps going off and on, and it's annoying. So now let's move on to our main meal of the night, which nobody has been able to guess so far successfully. Okay, so let's just move on to the veggies. Yep. Smells so nice in here. You add the veggies and you add the rice. You guys have no idea. It's a lovely, lovely smell. Also, I feel like a lot of milk around. Okay, 1 minute. So let's just move on to the next contender on the menu. Yeah, keeps going on and on. Yeah. Stop it. We dancing next to What? Meow. 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 Oh my lord. So my phone keeps acting up. Temperature one something else. The Wi-Fi is gone, so disaster today, I guess. My day. If it happens again, I'm just gonna end the live stream. So I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting with the internet company and my phone. Also about the rice, while you're cooking it, you have to make holes to release the water sometimes that is stuck on top. Sometimes it cooks just fine, but since this is those aromatic, sticky, single rice, they sometimes get stuck. So you have to just open the holes in the rice and reduce the heat. Important. Reduce the heat. In Africa, if we are cooking on something called jiko, which uses coal, we remove the rice while it is still sticky stage, and the cover, the metallic cover that we put on top. Maybe can you reduce the sound? And the metallic cover that we put on top, we add some coal on top just to dry the rice from up. Yeah. So that's another trick. But then again, where are you gonna get coal from here? Okay, so our veggie is cooked. When I say cooked, I mean cooked. It actually looks very nice. It's brown. It has soaked into the milk. This is how it looks like. It is tasty, guys. It doesn't just look tasty, it is tasty. So I'm gonna set it aside because it's not our priority for today. And I'm gonna use that spot for something else. Okay. With our rice, it's still steaming down with the heat. And I'm going to use this to make veggies, so I just have to turn it off, and I'm not using it now. So the next thing we're going to slice up is this bad boys. I have been using them for like 3 days. You know how hard it is to maintain veggies for 3 days and make sure they're not going bad. So we're going to just cut them as always, steam them in hot water, in the usual. So cut off the big heavy stems and you're left with the soft ones. Yep. You just also remove like the visible parts that have turned, like that. Okay. And then we're going to add these. I don't want to mix them with the cabbage because cabbage is soft and I don't need the cabbage to be steamed. So I'm just going to add the cauliflower next to it. Yeah, I've also been preserving this for like 2 days, I guess. I think 2 days, I think, because we went shopping on, was it Saturday? Or was it Sunday? It was actually Saturday, so yeah. So this is also going to clock in next Friday, and I have like this left, so this can also still serve us for including this. So I'll wrap this up. Like I said, you remove the tough parts that you can't actually do anything with, that you're scared might be too hard while you cook. But if it looks soft, then it's fine. And you just kind of split them in the middle, like this core. The core part, the middle part that holds all these branches together. I don't think it's supposed to be eaten, so you're just gonna split these. I always find cauliflower and broccoli to be so exotic. I don't know about you, but like, they look like the rich kid of veggies. I don't know why, but that's what I get from them. I look at them and I'm like, who is this? Who is this green guy and this white guy? Right? So I'm just gonna split them like that. Again, any that looks too big for one, you just have to cut them. Okay, now they're good. I'm going to put them in a pot, and I think this can help us. So I'm going to put it with the cabbage so I will rinse them together. The next thing, as always, we put them aside in here. Then we go ahead and get our water to a boil, pass them through. As someone who works out, I find that the meals I prepare are actually very fulfilling, and I don't feel hungry most of the times, and that actually helps if you're somebody that is like trying to cut on some weight. I personally, I'm just trying to be fit, but you're free to do whatever you want. I can't control you, you know. So yeah, if you're looking for something fulfilling, this is it. Yes, sir. Since one of my pots has that, we are going to use this baby over here. I really hope my internet doesn't act up again. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel to keep us going. Yeah. So slow this one. And it's not moving. Oh, Devlin, you're back. My lord. Okay, so we wait for the water to boil. In the meantime, I need to keep this refrigerated. I don't know how to take it with this. And yes, this is almost done. Giving, oh, home, it's giving home. The smell of veggies and the rice is just, you have no idea, you will not understand. But it's giving home, it's giving, this is what I missed. And I have found it, so I guess this is home now. Yeah, the universe was like, what do you miss? Kale? Kale? Is that it? Is that what you miss? And I'm like, kale, here it is. Now you can't say you want to go back to eat kale. I literally found those three things at the same spot in the supermarket, and it was so wild because I was like, I've been looking for these things for a while. Where did you come from? You know? So the next item we're supposed to prepare is supposed to be a salad. A salad. Yeah, fresh cucumber. We're gonna wash the cucumber. And then we're going to peel it because some people don't like the cover. Not me, but some people. Okay. Sir, are you some people? So I'm just going to take off the cover, the outer cream. Which is not as tantalizing for others. Yep. It's coming out nicely off. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button because we're trying to grow the channel to get monetized so we can do more content. Yeah. Also, nobody has guessed what we are making today, so that's nice. Okay, this is all done. The biggest part of our salad is done, which is this. It's more of a traditional Bulgarian salad. Okay, so you just slice them like that. This traditional Bulgarian salad has tomatoes, onions, bell peppers, and cucumber, and most importantly, it has sour cheese. Right, babe? Sour cheeses. Okie dokie. So just peel the cucumber, you plate it down like this, you add the tomatoes, you add the onions, you add the bell peppers, and on top you put the sour cheese. You grate actually the sour cheese and you put it on top, which gives it a very mix of fresh and creamy and salty and sour. Like it just bursts into flavor in your mouth. So our water for the veggies is ready. I'm just gonna steam them in there for a few seconds. Usually it's also a good way of cleaning them. Yeah, while they soften up, they also clean up. So I don't want them to cook. I just want them to like soak for 2 seconds. Let's get it steaming. Also removing the dirt that might be in them or on them. Yes, and now they're ready to come out. It's as simple as that. I'm just going to sieve them while I take them out. And they still remain green like I want them. Very clean, but steamed. So that when I fry them, it doesn't take away much. And it doesn't have to stay for too long. I honestly feel like it should be all of the last thing that I fried, that I've been frying it like fast and making the others wait for it, which to me, I feel like has been affecting it in a way. You see how it looks? Very fresh. The cauliflower is still green. Yep. The broccoli is very green. The cauliflower is on its right state of mind. And that's it. So the next thing is basically just let's pour this water out. Yeah, and with that said, I'm going to turn off the heat and move on to other things. Like the next ingredient for the salad. a salad, you don't need them to be too tiny, because otherwise how are you going to get them with a fork? So I just make like this size cuts. Yeah. And everybody who knows bell peppers knows that they are tasty, especially this red one. You can eat it raw. It actually has some sugary taste to it. Yeah. Yes, the next thing we're gonna add is some onions, and red onions is the best one to use because it's mostly what I see that's being used. Everything on this salad is chunky, except the cheese, which is supposed to be grated, but everything is chunky because you need to be able to hold it. You need to be able to put a fork on it and like pick it up from a plate. Yes. So now and you can watch live as we make it. So there's no hidden secrets around here with food. We are not gatekeeping the menus, okay, and the recipes. You see how it's cooked, and it's that simple. So the onions just go in it. Make sure you're washing your ingredients before you put them on the salad, because what the hell. Yep. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Onions. Everywhere we've gone to, as far as restaurants are concerned, we've always ordered for this salad, especially my husband. But like, there was only one place he ever said like, this is not how it's supposed to be. But most of the time he was like, yeah. You know. So it's a very simple salad, by the way. Cucumbers, onions, bell peppers. You can add the green bell peppers, by the way, as well, and tomatoes and cheese. Sour cheese. Sour cheese has a bitter taste to it. Yeah. So yeah. So first of all, we just going to cut the parts of top parts. Very juicy, I don't want to mess with it, so yeah. And then again, very chunky slices. Just want to remove the fat ends, the bottom part of it. Okay, so you're just going to place them on top again. It's just a layered salad. You just layer it. Everything you do, you just layer. Everything you cut, you put it on top. I'm trying so hard so the tomato doesn't spill, but it's proving me otherwise. So the ones that are cut into tiny pieces are the ones causing me trouble. So you're just gonna layer it like this. It's a very nice salad. Also very simple. I used to tell my husband like, we all these things of this salad as like ingredients in meal in Africa. And he was like, okay. That, basically, that's just the tomato juice I'm adding. I didn't want to waste it. It's almost completed. The last thing I'm going to add on this is sour cheese, and I need to grate it on top. Okay, guys, so yeah, let me just clear this while I go to grab it so we make our work easier. Okay. Kitchen is still tidy. I'm going to use this extra tomato and this coriander anymore. So I'm going to take them back to the fridge. And do I need this? I think I do need this. So I'm going to need them for the spices too. What is the cash roll? Please, it's not that. So I just remembered I actually do need this coriander, and yes, this is the cheese, sour cheese, okay? So I'm gonna open it up. Also, I keep forgetting the name of the salad. It's called Shopska. If you Google Shopska, you will see how it looks like, how you can cook, how you can make it. Sorry, don't cook it, please. Please don't cook it. Okay, so you're gonna see how it looks like, how you can actually make it, and all that. So the cheese is white and very sour. Not sour, bad sour. It's like sour milk. I don't know if you can see it. It's so white. Yeah, there it is. That's the cheese. So now we're just going to grate this cheese. This is a very simple salad, by the way. See how it's dropping on that? Very pretty. Very pretty. The sour cheese is actually adding to the taste. It's amazing. And like, you will be shocked how much Bulgarians eat cheese just like that. Like, they bite cheese like they're eating some cake or bread. It's very normal for them. Yeah, they're so used to eating cheese. And especially this sour cheese for Shopska, yeah, they eat it a lot. It's like sour milk for them. I don't know, the way we like sour milk with ugali in Kenya. So yes, this is the final look for the salad. Hope you like it. Yeah, the sour cheese, the tomatoes, the onions, red bell peppers, and then peeled cucumbers. It's the one you see on the far bottom. Yes, so I'm just going to keep it in the fridge while I finish up the other meal. Okay, done with the salad. I should have taken the cheese back. Forgot. Ow. Okay, the sour. Okay, let's move on to our main course, which nobody has been able to actually guess this time. And I'm just gonna say it. So we are making spicy chicken stew. Okay. Yeah. Making spicy chicken stew. And you're gonna have it with rice. The veggies, not the veggies that I cooked, not those ones. Those ones I told you are being aged. Aged for ugali, the ugali and beef day. They're gonna slap. They are going to slap on that day. Yep. They're gonna slap so hard. Okay, so today it's just the chicken, this tasty jasmine rice. Jasmine rice, yes, that's the name. So if you're looking for a rice that has aroma here, it's jasmine. I actually thought it was like from one single company, but then I found out that there's several companies that has it. As long as the package reads jasmine, it's the same. So everybody's just selling it with different company and different packaging. Okay. Also be careful with the knife when you're cutting. I'm not a professional chef yet, but I know my way around the knife. Okay? That's why I don't want to use the other big steak knife that I have. Not the steak knife, the chef knife, sorry. Because it's very scary and like one mistake and your finger is gone. One simple mistake and your finger is gone. Can you imagine? So no, I don't want my finger gone, so I love my fingers. I rather struggle with this tiny one that clearly needs help from above rather than chop my whole tip of the finger off right now. Start thinking about medical bills. Which hospital is open? Because everybody sleeps here by 10. I know it's 10, but like the shops are closed, restaurants are taking final orders. So who is going to treat your chopped finger now while you bleed? God damn it. Okay, so I'm just trying to be very cautious with the knife. Our onions are done, but we'll need more onions for the veggies. But for now, the onions are done, and I need to cut the coriander, aka Dania. If you ask a Kenyan what Dania is, it's coriander. Coriander. Okay, this portion is enough. We're not wasting anything, so. I'll have to put it back again. I don't know, I think maybe this bag is the reason it has survived. I don't really know. I don't really know honestly. But that's why I keep sealing it back and keeping it in the fridge. So, pretty much. Also guys, as you continue to watch, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm really trying to grow my channel. It has taken me a long time to get here, to even be able to do live streams. So, I'm always doing live streams every day for fitness at the gym. On Saturdays, I rest from the gym but I do dance fitness at home. Yeah, I know. Some people have told me, you don't know how to dance. You can't dance. Please turn off the camera. Yeah, but like I said, it's not dance competition. It's not like gaining something or competing to be on America's top talent, whatever. It's just my body to be active and to sweat, and that's all that counts to me. That's all that matters. As long as I'm active, I know my body is thanking me. So when I'm active and I'm sweating, and usually that's how those sessions are. I sweat just like I would have if I was in the gym, and every time I am really thankful for that. Yeah, so remember, once you age, you can't do anything else, and the only thing you can do for your body right now, you owe it to be active, to be healthy, so that when you age, you'll be those people who don't need to ask anybody to lift their shoulder from the fifth floor. I'm sorry, but like, yo, if I could do that in my 90s, then good. But yeah, so it's just an active lifestyle. I'm trying to have a very, very active lifestyle. So yes, on Saturdays, I do live stream fitness, dance fitness sessions, and I don't know how you prefer to dance, but I just dance how I feel like, and I'm just unapologetically myself. And a lot of people actually do talk about how I dance and why I dance and how dare you, but like, honestly, isn't free will something that everybody has? Like, why should you come and tell me, why are you dancing? How dare you dance? Like, how dare you not dance? Why are you not dancing, you know? So I feel like a lot of people want to come for me like that. I don't even think I pay attention to them. Yeah, especially like people who say, you don't know how to dance. Okay, Karen. Okay. Do you know how to dance? No? So, is that why we are here? You know? So, yeah, a lot of people be out here. I guess my confidence is interfering with their insecurities, and they don't like that. So, I'm just gonna keep doing me. Like I said, every Saturday I do live stream for fitness, for dance fitness sessions. If you're interested in that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because otherwise you're gonna miss the session. It's usually very nice, like depending on the country's music that I've picked, like there was a time I was doing Caribbean, so there was a lot of booty shaking in that video. A lot. Okay? Yeah. So everything else, apart from that, it's just normal dancing. And a lot of people don't even know normal dancing and other dancing. What do you mean? Some people just find offense in everything that others do. So I don't pay attention as much to such. Okay? So this is our chicken. We're going to do we're just gonna slice them and get ready to move forward. Okay. This is usually our victim for heavy cooking. Yup. So let's get on with the chicken. Ooh. They are boneless, so it's not a problem just fighting with them in here. They're putting up a fight. on the floor. Let me just rinse it. So personally, I like chicken with bones because, why not? But it's not for everyone. Okay? So we're just gonna cut into these. It's a circular motion through the rolls the way they are. They might end up into a strip, they might end up into flat, some circular motion, I don't know, circular shape, yeah, but like, yeah, they've been rolled like this, so I'm just like, okay, continue. So again, chicken from here is not tough. They say it's free chicken, but if you compare them with our free chicken, it's not the same. It's not the same. I used to see people like just put onions and oil and add all these tomatoes and all the spices and all that and drop the chicken. And I was like, are you sure? Are you serious? Like, are you serious? Yeah, and then I came here and I realized, oh, the chicken is soft. It doesn't take that much time to cook. Okay. My apologies, Your Honor. I'm sorry. So yeah, also my apologies. My internet was acting up. My phone was heating up. 1 minute it was the internet, 1 minute it was the chicken. Not the chicken, sorry. 1 minute it was the phone, 1 minute it was the internet. And now it's about to be the phone again because my power is low. But not to worry. We are still going to cook. We are going to cook. Okay, our pan is ready. Like yesterday. Like ready. Very ready. Okay. We're ready. So we're about to go in with this so that we can be left with a veggie section. So another thing that I like doing when I cook is I clean as I go. Literally the way of the restaurants, while you're cooking, you're cleaning and you're moving forward, so that you're not left with a lot of mess when you're finally done. I'm keeping a safe distance. Okay. These are like that. So I'm just gonna wash these. Mohammed says hi. Hi, Mohammed. Welcome. So one thing about me, I am a food enthusiast, and I always wanted to be a chef, but that dream didn't come true. So cooking at home is still a work, still a job, it's still a dream. Like when people sit down and you cook, it's unpaid, but okay. Let's just call it I'm doing internship for the kitchen, right?
We take friend from Greece.
Ooh.
Yeah, we should say about the Greek in the Kabbalah kitchen too.
No.
Are you ashamed?
No. No, they're gonna think we butchered the pig. This is very clean, well done. Oh. Oh, hi. Hi from Greece. Hi, thank you for watching. So my husband is saying I should tell you about the Greek moussaka that I attempted to make. Well, it didn't go well, but I tried. So we ended up calling it a very different name because it wasn't exactly how the Greeks would make it. So I guess we can try again another time when I have all the ingredients, and then I can show you what I made. So stick around. Please subscribe to the channel. Keep it long. Our chicken is actually cooking nicely, and everything else is ready to go. The veggies will just be like pan frying them very fast when they're ready. So it's not going to take a long time. I just hope my power doesn't go off. And alternatively, I can charge my phone while I wait. Will my charger make it? Let's see. Ah, it's can make it. The charger is going to make it. Let's see. Well, Greek moussaka is difficult to make, I hear, but honestly, I didn't have all the ingredients, so I would say I tried, but then I ended up making something totally different. So I don't even know what that would be called, but it definitely wasn't a Greek moussaka. So I butchered the whole thing. I killed the whole thing. Yeah, my phone is charging, so that's good. Yeah, so Bulgarian moussaka and Greek moussaka are close. The only difference is potatoes and they use eggplant. The Greeks use eggplant. Yeah, so I'm going to try it again next time when I have all the ingredients. And then I can show you guys how it looks like. I hope I don't mess it up this time. Yeah. Let's see how our chicken is doing. Ah, brown, nicely. I'm just going to wait for all of them to actually turn brown on the bottom. Yeah. So Fortunately, this doesn't take long. Then you continue to clear up the things that are here. So my phone went off again, like they're overheating. It's really annoying. It's closed. Uh, yeah, so I have flipped the chicken. Sorry, my phone keeps heating up. I think it's getting overworked, so I have flipped the chicken to the other brown side, to the other side that was facing up, so it can golden up. Yeah. Today, the day is against me. The stars are against me. The universe is fighting me, or fighting for me, but it's either my internet, our Wi-Fi went out. Apparently, it's actually easy to switch it off at the end of the month than to turn it back on after you pay. Doesn't make sense that. So, Dimitri says Greek is difficult to make. Yeah, Greek's moussaka is actually difficult to make. That's what you're saying. Yes, and I see here that you've also said it's a Sunday favorite for you. We are also having it on a Sunday. Can you imagine? The universe is just aligning things. I know. So I have flipped the chicken on the other side that was facing down. I'm just waiting for it to turn slightly brown so it doesn't make it too dry. Okay? And then after that, I'm going to add all that. So for the coriander, if you want to actually have the smell linger longer in the meal, you have to add it while you're removing the meal. I don't know if you get it. It's like on the final step, like it's something you garnish with. Yeah, so the aroma is gonna stay longer. So my chicken has turned brown the way I want it, so I'm just gonna put this in there. Okay, so the first thing we put in is the onion. Looks amazing. You're doing a good job, Kylie. Okay, the next thing I'm going to add up is the red bell pepper. Yay! Okay. The red bell peppers are the red ones. So I usually do red bell peppers and green bell peppers. They look amazing together. But after that, I'm going to add the tomatoes. So because today I didn't have green bell peppers, they ran out and I forgot to restock. Yeah, but it still doesn't affect the meal. It's just for aroma and taste and how it appears, how it's presented. Something about food, if you're a food enthusiast, it's not about how it's cooked. You care about the whole process, how it's cooked, how it's plated, how it's presented, how somebody's supposed to eat it, and that's a whole thing. Like, it goes into a whole thing. You know those people that eat like up, down, there, here. As a food enthusiast, when I see that, I'm like, sir, are you okay? Yeah, because like you're supposed to eat moving forward. Like, it's like you're digging, mining site or something. I don't know how to say it, but like you have to go like step by step, not just mixing up the food. Like, do you not care about the food? Like basically that's what goes through my mind. It's like how a barista gives you coffee with art on top and you just mix it up. Don't you feel bad? Don't you feel bad for the coffee? No? Shame on you. Shame on you, sir. Okay, so basically for me, it's the same thing. If you served a very well presented meal, can you just eat it in a very well presented manner? Yeah, don't mix the other side with this side and opposite and like all together. Like, shame on you. How dare you? First of all, rude. Yeah. So our food is really coming to taste. And one of the reasons why I'm always grating my tomatoes, they blend in so easy and so nicely. Like when you grate them, they literally become the stew. It's in together. It's in it to win it. Yeah, so our chicken, spicy chicken, is almost done. Another important thing that I like to add when you're cooking and you've added the tomatoes and you want them to melt up faster, you just have to add a bit of salt. It helps a lot. Next thing we need to add hot and sweet sauce, a bit of mustard, black pepper, and mixed spice. Okay, so we're gonna add some mixed spice. Remember, I said coriander was the last step. So this is some spice that I came with from Kenya. Okay, and we have the black pepper that I also brought from Kenya because the Bulgarian black pepper doesn't have any hotness that I'm looking for, but once it runs out, who knows, I might just love it here. Okay, then we're gonna add up this hot and sweet sauce. Okay, and I just leave it upside down like that so that it goes all the way down. And then I'm gonna add in the mustard. Not too much. Also, mustard actually helps because the salt here is very fine grind, and I've said this on every video. I feel like I'm complaining, but I'm just informing people. It's a very fine grind that sometimes you try to put a little and you don't feel the taste at all. You remember when I was making the rice and I had to like stir it up with the blending thing faster so that I know how it tastes earlier. Yup. So our chicken is looking very pretty. The next thing we're gonna do is the veggies, and this is gonna take a very short time. Stay with us. So the veggies, I'm just going to like kissing the pan with them. So let me show you how our chicken is looking. Okay. I'm just going to put them here because I want to bring the chicken up here to show you how it looks like. Right. Okay. So this is how the chicken looks like. Yummy, right? Very tasty, very yummy, very presentable. Okay. So this is when you add the coriander because you want the aroma. Okay. You're just gonna put it out there. The problem is I have to cover this, and when I do, the coriander is gonna turn brownish. It's still not going to kill the taste, but still, yeah, it's still gonna make it look some type of way that I didn't want in the first place. So, where is my onion? Oh no, I used it. I didn't know. So I'm just gonna cut half an onion real fast because I want to finish this live stream that has been a struggle for me today. I hope you guys have subscribed to the channel. You've not just watched and walked away. Real fast, I'm gonna chop this onion. I'm fighting the pan not to overheat. Okay. Remember, all this I was doing so that the veggie doesn't lose its very green color. Okay. So I guess our pan is ready. I'm gonna pour in some oil. Try not to put too much. And when it heats, oh my god guys, this chicken and the coriander is just okay. If you don't actually believe me, go to a farmer's market or whatever market. Don't get the coriander that is already dried up and like hanged on the shelf, which is something that we actually got in my desperate attempt to find coriander. This is written coriander. It doesn't even smell. It doesn't even taste. Like, what is this, you know? Yeah, so the fresh coriander is the real deal. So yeah, our veggies is about to hit the pan. Remember, I just want them to kiss actually the pan. Literally, and then they're out. So my plate has to be ready. I have to be ready with the presentation. And you guys have to see the final look. Stick around for the final presentation of the meal. Okay. So, this would have seen a lot, but what else can it do? Signed up for the job. So, because the cabbage might take longer to steam, because it was not steamed, I am going to have to start with the cabbage. Okay? I'm trying not to have the water that I washed it with following, because cabbage already will steam a lot of water from its own self. And I'm trying not to have that. Okay? God damn it. Leave me alone! I'm talking to the fallen cabbage just in case you're wondering. It's not a roach. Okay. Also, the cabbage from here is very tender. Almost everything from here is very tender. Doesn't take long on the pan to cook. Yeah. Okay. And now we add our veggie that was already steamed. And the reason I'm using still this because I don't want it to come with the water that just drains since I place it here. Yeah, so it's also another reason why. Yeah. Okay, good. Yep. Cabbage is proving to fight for its own life. And I actually thought I had run out of carrots. I'm going to just make a very light carrot grating on top. Just gonna wash it and then grate it lightly because I forgot I had carrots. Yeah, so I don't like when my babies look like they didn't come to eat kale. So just be careful not to slice your finger. Okay. This has actually given the veggie life. My God, my God. Okay. So this pan doesn't make it easy for me to flip the food. Okay. But the results that I was looking for are here because usually after I cook it, and I let it sit in the heat. It keeps turning brown, which is something I'm not trying to. I'm not aiming at. So now it's just salt, black pepper, you're good. Yeah. That's it, and I'm going to use the Bulgarian black pepper because I have to grind it afresh and it's not as hot as the others, but it makes a good look on the top. Yeah. Yeah. So this is basically everything, and we are ready to serve. Sarah, stop celebrating, sir. My husband is actually cheering on the other room saying, yay! Okay, this is what I was looking for. The green color needs to remain the way it is and not to seem overcooked. Yeah, so let's show what we got. Our rice is looking very sticky, very pretty, sitting nicely. Yay. So the next thing I need to serve on this is the chicken. Oh God, I can't find my spoon. Where did it go? Wait, did you say one of our spoons? Okay, I'm gonna start with this. I'm not supposed to start with this part. Ah, I love that my coriander did turn, so it's giving me a good look. Okay. You should see how nice the chicken soup looks like. It's actually very nice. Okay, they're falling apart, but the taste hasn't fallen one bit. Okay. So this is how our food looks like. Isn't it pretty? I know we have the spicy fried chicken over here. We have our green, very green, just like one of them veggies over here. And we have our very nice rice over here. So guys, thank you so much for keeping us company. I hope you can try making this meal at home. I hope you like it, just like we're gonna enjoy our meal. Thank you so much for watching. For those that haven't subscribed, please do so, and we will always be here doing these live streams for cooking. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and bye. Enjoy your dinner.